Roger Stone here. Your dollars are losing ground, but gold isn't. American Sovereign Bullion helps you protect your wealth through real, tangible assets. Through their nationwide wholesaler network, you get some of the best pricing on gold and silver delivered straight to your door. Since 1912, the U.S. dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold continues to prove its strength. So call 844-272-2428. That's 844-272-2428. Or visit dyingdollar.com to request your free gold and silver guide. That's dyingdollar.com.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
1001, 1002, 1003. I am going to keep myself calm. I'm not going to get upset. 1004, 1005. I am going to stay calm. So by now, we've all heard the story of the man in Chelsea, Manhattan, New York, pushes a 76-year-old retired special ed teacher, male teacher. The man's going to walk into the subway station on 18th Street, New York City in Chelsea, an area I used to work in for many years. And this savage pushes him, it's all on camera, forcefully down the stairs. The man badly injures his back, traumatic brain injury. He's dead. The suspect, and the story with the suspect, he's smiling ear to ear and at arraignment. He was at a Bellevue Hospital psych evaluation just an hour before. The police took him to Bellevue. The doctors, whoever, let him go. And now, a prior victim of his, 1001, 1002, 1003. A prior victim of his says she didn't report him because she didn't want to see another black man in jail. So, if she had reported him, this teacher would be alive today. 1001, 1002, 1003. We'll get to it. I guess I got no choice. But before we do so, I'm trying to stay off of it for a second, so it's not on my radar screen. President Trump stating that the Iran ceasefire is on massive life support.
Right now, after reading that piece of garbage they sent us, I didn't even finish reading it. I said, I'm not going to waste my time reading it. I would say it's one of the weakest right now. It's on life support. They understand these are all medical people. Dr. Oz, life support is not a good thing. Do you agree?
Bad prognostic.
I would say the ceasefire is on massive life support, where the doctor walks in and says, sir, your loved one has approximately a 1% chance of living. Yeah.
1001, 1002. She didn't want to see another black man in jail. 1003. I had a great reaction in Nutley, New Jersey over the weekend. I'm coming to the NYPD. Great response from last night. We're going to re-air it. Officers putting their life on the line. Next time you want to criticize law enforcement, will you climb over the guardrail, a glass guardrail of a building where if you make one wrong step, you're going to fall instantly to your death to save someone else? Well, that's exactly what happened in Brooklyn, New York. A hysterical woman that was threatening to jump. She was already on the other side of the glass divider. All she had to do was jump, and that was it. And these officers talked her down. And what you're going to hear in just a few minutes, the actual audio from body cam video. But first, I want to talk about Nutley, New Jersey for a second. 1001, 1002. She didn't want to see another black man in jail. Oh, that's just great. So, Nutley showed me, my wife, my daughter who came down from Rhode Island, my son Dominic, much love. Thank you, Lisa and John Mancini. You folks are remarkable. Folks, what I've learned from around the country, we all complain, but I'm telling you, one person can change the world. One person can change the world. So I like being at events like this because I get to observe the public. And I'm observing things that you have no idea that I'm observing as I'm looking at you. And so we had Joseph that came down all the way from Connecticut with his wife. Joseph, God bless you. We had Lisa Argenio, I believe it's pronounced that way. Lisa, remarkable woman. She walks in with her boyfriend. And the folks that are making a difference in life, they're so unassuming. And Lisa, what does she do? She works with young people with disabilities. And in this case, she teaches them art and they draw and so on. And she works out of Ramsey, New Jersey. They have a program called Ramsey is for Everyone with the number 4. And so I'm holding a book in my arm right now, in my hand, right? And the book is titled Sly's View of Michael's Zoo. And Lisa sat down with this young man, Michael, disabled, developmental disabled, I believe. And they started Michael's Crayon Creations. And by the way, Lisa was there with her boyfriend. Great guy. And so they started Michael's Crayon Creations, and they've actually put together a book of this young man's work. And Lisa, for that, I say that you are one in a million, you and your boyfriend. And so thank you for turning out. I had a great time on Saturday in Nutley, 1001, 1002, 1003. My pressure's going up. I've got to deal with it. I'm delaying. Before I deal with, I didn't want to see another black man in jail. So now I just did nothing and he's killed somebody. I didn't want to see another black man in jail. Oh, isn't that so nice? Oh. Carlos, you better have a beat button ready, and he's reaching for it, folks, as we speak. So, before we get to the negative, the positive before we get to the negative, the positive before we get to the negative, the NYPD, Brooklyn, New York, woman suicidal, climbed over the glass divider. All she's got to do is jump from the rooftop of the building in Brooklyn, and it's over. Next time you criticize the NYPD, this could have been your mother, your sister, your daughter, your cousin. It could have been you. It could have been me. She was distraught. The NYPD would not let her give up. In 2 parts, I want you to listen to this.
Ma'am? Hi, ma'am. Don't do it. Please don't do it, ma'am. What's your name? My name's Officer Aban. What's your name, ma'am? What's your name? Can I come closer?
Talk to us. What's your name?
What's your name, ma'am? My name's Nicholas. What's going on? No. Please don't do it. We care about you. Listen, we care about you. We don't want to see you hurt yourself, okay? We don't want to see you hurt yourself, okay? Can I come closer? Can I come closer? Yes?
That's the NYPD. The rest of us go to work, mundane days, whatever the case may be. They're trying to stop someone from jumping off a rooftop, a woman that's distraught. So as they're talking to her, they're trying to get the other officers in place. They pull out a bag, and in this bag has a rope. And now if this officer guesses wrong, he's done. He's got to secure that rope around something that's strong enough to hold him and possibly her in case she panics and jumps, and he's holding her and he's pushed over the edge as well. So you see 2 officers go over the glass. If they slip, if anything goes wrong, their life is over. But they're putting it all on the line to save this woman. So once they have the rope wrapped around something on the roof and the harness on one of the officers, He climbs over the glass, and then the conversation continued.
Hey, I'm here now, okay? Listen, I'm here now, okay? I told you I was going to come and help you, right? I told you that, right? So listen to me. We're going to do this together, okay? We can sit here for 10 minutes. We can sit here for half an hour. I just want to make sure, look at me in my eyes, okay? I want to make sure that you're safe and that you're okay. Like I said, whatever it is that you may be going through, okay? I want to help you. I will personally help you, okay? Okay. Can we go back over?
No.
You don't want to go back over?
Not yet.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Hey, listen, I have you. Okay? Look at me. I have you. Trust me and believe me, I have you. Okay? We're going to do this together, okay? I'm here with you. We're going to get through this together, okay? I promise that. Listen, look where we're at. We're going to have the best view in the city, all right? And we're here together, okay? We'll get you a new phone, all right? We'll talk to your mom. We'll get you a new phone, okay? All right? And we have you. Come on. Help us stand up. Come on, come help me, okay? It's okay. We have you. We have you. We have you.
Your arm over here. Put your arm on the other side. Thank you. And you're right. Good.
Thank you, NYPD. One slip by one of those officers, it's over. You're planning their funeral. And they put it all on the line to save another person's life that needed their help. The next time you want to criticize law enforcement, think about that. I know the critics on the left, they won't think about it because they don't care, but they should. I want to start with your telephone calls as I continue 1001, 1002. Let's start with line 5, Kevin in Long Beach, New York. Kevin, what's on your mind?
Hey, Mr. Carter. I saw the same video. I think that was AI, actually. But the reason that I was calling is with AI
the video I'm referring to is not AI. It's actual body cam video. What's the point you want to make, Kevin?
Well, I was calling because I think that WABC is going back to infomercials, right? I heard the infomercial.
Okay. I'm going to try this one more time. I'm not going to get myself upset. What do you want to? I know you're not. All these calls I have, and you're calling me to ask me about some damn infomercial.
But they were selling stuff with your name, though. That's what I'm saying. Is that you were attached?
Okay, what stuff are they selling with my name?
They were selling books.
And what makes you think that's an infomercial?
On last week in your time slot. I mean, you know, what are they doing? Selling books?
Hey, you know what? You need to get a life. You need to get a life. I can't imagine being your girlfriend and your wife. You need to be ashamed of yourself. And frankly, guys, I don't know how this nut got through. Please be more careful with the calls. Time for a break. We're coming right back.
77 WABC and Bergen Newbridge Medical Center honor the life of legendary broadcaster and our friend, Ernie Anastas.
Hi, it's Ernie Anastas. You know, your thoughts can affect how you feel. Bergen Newbridge Medical Center is the largest hospital in New Jersey, providing comprehensive, equitable, compassionate, and high-quality emergency inpatient and outpatient medical care, plus mental health services and substance use disorder treatment. The Bergen Newbridge team can address your total health needs in one convenient location. Call 201-225-7130 for an appointment or newbridgehealth.org.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative. On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And we are back. So, to the situation where the man was pushed literally down the subway entrance stairs. He's dead now. The suspect smiling ear to ear at his arraignment. He had been taken in for an evaluation to Bellevue, only to be released an hour later, and then this incident happened. So how is he released? And then you have one of his prior victims, and she says that she did not report him because she did not want to see another black man in jail. Ma'am, let me be very clear here. These individuals I know people like this. I grew up with people like this. They see your kindness as weakness. They understand only one thing, strength. You have to keep your knee on their neck. That's all they understand. Listen to this update from Fox News.
A terrible story, and right now this family of the 76-year-old is planning a funeral after he was shoved right down the subway steps in New York City behind me as he was just trying to get home. And listen to this. The guy who did it, according to police, was just released from the psych ward hours before police had just picked him up. Take a look here on your screen. It actually made the cover of the New York Post over the weekend because he's grinning at the judge as they go through the long list of charges against him here. They're naming it there on the Post, Killer Smile. He's charged with the murder of this man, Ross Falzone, after police say Burke shoved the retired teacher down the subway steps on Thursday night. And surveillance video actually captured the moment of the attack. I want to warn you, it's graphic here. You can see Falzone pushed with a lot of force, so he froze the clip right before impact. He was left with both severe brain and neck injuries and later died at a local hospital. Investigators say Burke was released from a mental hospital in New York just hours before the latest attack, brought in for a psychiatric evaluation and hold after police here saw him acting erratically, so they picked him up and brought him in. But he was back out on the street, Bill, within 1 hour. 1 hour. He was out so fast that sources tell me he actually still had his hospital wristband on when he was arrested for murder. This case, one of 4 murders on the subway system just so far this year. Back in March, you might remember this story. This 83-year-old veteran on his way home was killed, shoved onto the subway tracks. NYPD data shows subway murders are up by 300% already compared to last year. Back out here live, we can tell you we're learning more about Burke's criminal history. Just the other week, Bill, investigators tell me he assaulted 2 people on the subway. But when they tried to talk to those people, they said they didn't want to cooperate with police because they didn't want to put another black man behind bars. Now the girl tells the New York Post she wished she would have cooperated because he wouldn't be out on the street, Bill.
And so, ma'am, unfortunately, that's on you. You've got to live with that for the rest of your life. You could have saved someone else's life, but, you know, and that's the lowest game of expectations. You know, you didn't want to see another black man put in jail. If he committed the crime, I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing so that I don't get angry and upset. I don't know what else to say. Let's go to line 3, Harold in Queens, New York. Line 3, Harold, what's on your mind?
Oh, Mr. Carter, a lot on my mind. First, I want to thank you very much for telling the truth, keeping it real. You really do. It's an interesting position. You're a black guy, and you speak the emes. Emes is a Yiddish word for truth. You speak the emes. I got to tell you, man, I feel like I'm living in the bizarro world. The innocent are guilty. The guilty are innocent. The bad guys are the good guys. The good guys are the bad guys. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Hey, Harold, I wish I had more time for you, man. I couldn't agree with you more. If you feel you're in a bizarro world, just imagine how I feel trying to tell the truth, and you got the left telling me, no, that's not the truth. That's not the truth. Thank you so much for the phone call. Time for a break. We're coming right back.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix's Remarkably Bright Creatures. What if a Pacific octopus held the key to a mystery that could heal your heart? Well, that's Tova's reality. An elderly widow working at an aquarium. Tova forms an unlikely friendship with the curmudgeonly Marcellus, whose remarkable intelligence leads her to a life-changing discovery. Remarkably Bright Creatures is now playing, only on Netflix.
The Dominic Carter Show, entertaining and informative
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
So we are back, and perhaps I should not say this, but I'm going to. So once a show, if you listen carefully, you listen to the program, these nut phone calls are getting through. And who's behind this is Mr. 7% himself. I know how he rolls very well. He's upset that he's stuck over there at another radio station and that his career is over and that the truth. So see, like one call just dropped immediately. And so he's having people call up And if you heard that first caller, the police audio, he said, "Oh, that's AI." So to try and disrupt immediately what I was saying when it's actually police body cam video. And so, Mr. 7%, I'm on to you. I strongly suggest that you cut it out. I really do. Because it's not going to end well for the people that you have calling, because I'm going to start embarrassing the hell out of them. And then I'm going to bring it directly to you. So I strongly suggest, and you know that I will bring it directly to your face, unlike you. So I strongly suggest that you stop having your nut loser friends call up with these crank calls. Let's see here. Let's go to Jim, line 1, Manhattan. Jim, what's on your mind?
Yeah, Dominic, during the violent protests at an Eastside Jewish temple last week, Mandami commented on the internet his support for the riots and for harassment. I'm wondering if Mandami. No,
I think he actually said his support for the First Amendment, but you have to be factually correct.
But he was indicating he thought that what they were protesting about was right. So in essence, he was supporting the harassment.
Right, but we can't. But I can't go by in essence. That's your interpretation. I've got to have facts on my side. But go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering if he is actually now or in the future going to encourage constant harassment, racial harassment, which is what spurred Dr. King and Malcolm X to get working. Can he be removed from office for doing that? And isn't that the job, what he's doing, the job of a criminal or gang leader when you're supporting protests and riots?
Mamdani is very slick. Thus far, he has done nothing illegal for Governor Hochul to remove him from office. He knows what to say, what not to say. He knows how to imply with his face. He's very, very slick. And thus far, he has done nothing for the governor to remove him from office. And if you think she would step near that line in an election year, that's never, ever, ever going to happen. Let's go to Gene, line 3, Mount Vernon. What's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic.
Hello.
This is about the second time or third time I've heard about those wonderful policemen that rescued that woman. I cry each time I've heard that story because their composure under such stress, I can't believe it. And how friendly they were to this woman. And they were going to take her home, what her name, they were giving their names. How they were able to keep calm by themselves, I don't know it, because they were putting their lives at risk. And I'm so proud of our policemen, and I don't know why our current mayor doesn't seem to think we need policemen. We do.
Absolutely, we need police, Gene, and absolutely, to your point, the calmness and how they handled that situation. And, I really believe with all my heart that all those on the left that hate the police, they should be forced to sit down and watch that. I really believe it. Because how could you criticize and critique someone? And Gene, if one of those officers slipped, bye-bye to their families, to their children, to everybody. They would have gone over, they were on the outside of the glass divider. One slip, game over. And they put it all on the line to save that woman, a distraught woman. Gene, I agree with your assessment. Thank you so much for the call. Let's go to Deirdre, line 1, New Jersey. What's on your mind, young lady?
Oh, thank you for taking my call, Dominic. I know it's a mad, mad world out there, but let's go on a brighter note because I was at your event Saturday.
This is Deirdre. Okay.
Yes. And what a beautiful family you do have with your Marilyn introducing her new book. What was it? The something diagnosis. I'm sorry, I'm a little.
It's okay. It's all right. More than a diagnosis. It's okay.
More than a diagnosis. But your family's lovely. It was a great turnout.
Thank you.
It was great to see you again because it's my second time attending the event. And
thank you for doing that.
On a positive note, yes, you have a lovely family, and I'm an adamant reader, so I didn't start the book yet, but I will. And hopefully I get to see you again in Nutley.
Wonderful. And thank you so much for the telephone call. Thank you so much, Deirdre. And Deirdre was there bright and early Saturday. Thank you so much. Let's go here. Let's see. Let's go to Sandra in New Jersey, line 2. What's on your mind, Sandra?
Oh, Dominic, I wanted to say you can spot a mile away when you get a 7% referral. And the only thing that bothers me is a waste of my time because I love your callers. I learn from your callers. So that's just wasting my time.
Let me just say this, Sandra. Let me just say this. 7% is miserable because he ruined his own life. There's no coming back. And he wants to try and take down anybody and anything. And he has these nuts calling up here. They do his dirty work, and he tries to pretend that his hands are clean. But anyway, go ahead.
And then secondly, I love that you played the audio with the police, how he doesn't want to, he's so respectful, he doesn't want to invade her space, respectfully asking, can I come closer to you? Is it okay? To me, that's beautiful and so breathtaking and amazing. What a hero. And then lastly, I just wanted to comment about Iran because you brought it up in the beginning of your show. You know, look, they hated us, and now we've rattled the cage, we poked the beehives. Now they loathe us. So look, they can't have anything that's going to hurt us because let me tell you, given the chance, I agree. Trump is right. They're going to get us. They're going to retaliate. And so they hate us already. They loathe us. That's what I wanted to say.
No doubt about it. And thank you for the great call, Sandra. No doubt about it. They hate America. They've shown it. You know, let's not forget death to America. On the topic of Iran, let's go to John, line 4 in Minnesota. John, what's going on?
Well, thanks, Dominic. Say hats off to those police officers for saving that woman's life. Can't imagine the stress that they go through in dealing with those situations.
Absolutely. It says here you want to talk about Iran?
Are you familiar with one of Clint Eastwood's Westerns, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
I'm not really a Western guy, but what's the point you're trying to make, John?
Well, Teddy Roosevelt said, speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yes.
I think the chess master is being played, and it's time for action and cut the talk. Let's cut the talk.
But John, isn't it easy to say action? I mean, this is a world stage where one wrong move, it involves many countries. Isn't it so easy to just say action?
Let's put the lights out in Tehran for a start.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's just that simple. If it was that simple, you don't think another president would have done it by now? Oh, you mean literally the lights out? Or you mean destroy? I don't know what you mean by lights out.
Hit their electric producing power plants, like he said he was going to do.
Right, but everything, government's posture. I mean, you do understand that, right, John? That you don't put all your cards on the table in public, right? You do understand that, right?
He says they're.
It doesn't matter what he said. Did you hear what I just said? Government's posture. It's a public negotiation. There are public talking points. You can't take literally what a president says and think that's going to be factual every single time. I mean, you do understand it's just not that simple, correct? Or you really believe what that's said publicly every single time?
Well, we're going to extend the deadline again and again and again. When is this going to end?
Okay, so you blow up Tehran and they respond here. Then are you going to feel you were correct with your assessment?
I think I could handle it better. We know we got to get 5 or 6 things only, and they're not agreeing to any of those things.
Right, John, I hear you, but I just respectfully disagree. I'm with President Trump on this. He's doing the best he can. I believe it will get resolved, but you can't just say kamikaze. Life doesn't work like that. It's not realistic. Let's go to Joe, line 3 in Connecticut. Joe, what's on your mind?
Dominic, nice talking to you again.
Oh, is this Joe from Saturday?
Yes, it is, Dom.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
As far as our discussion earlier, like last night, yes, you can. You can. I talked to Rose, and she said yes for that info.
And Rose being your wife. Okay, so what, because I would never reveal a person's personal business. And so my son took a liking to you, and I could tell that you resonated with him and you said it's okay, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because you've been dealing with epilepsy, and my son has epilepsy. And you know, Joe, my son said something to me about 2 weeks ago, and it really startled me. He said, you know, Dad, epilepsy is the worst disease ever. And I said, Dominic, why would you say that? That's not true. And then I realized to him it is true because it impacts his life. Has it been that way for you, Joe?
I had lots of restrictions when I was younger. Lots of restrictions. I couldn't play gym.
Right.
I also had the people treat me like AIDS patients where they were afraid of catching it.
Right. Because this was back in the day.
And even relatives were afraid to have me around because, God forbid, if I had an attack, they didn't know how to handle. I had 2 aunts. One would only have my sister with me, my older sister, Shirley. But the other one in Peekskill, New York, took me. I told my mom, Dad, you know what? I got doctors up here in Peekskill. He's my nephew. I love him. I don't know what to do. I had a son and a daughter. And that's how it was. But yeah, you have restrictions, you have disappointments, but you got to learn how to grow through it. And if there's something else better than that. What kept me going? My one doctor told me before he retired, he had lung cancer in Ridgewood. He says, let me tell you something. He says, I don't know what's better, what would actually helped you the most, but I think your faith did more than the meds.
You know, all I can say, Joe, is you're a man of tremendous class. So is your wife. And I'll never forget you for you to drive from Connecticut on a Saturday morning to come out. And then I saw you talking to my son over on the side. And I just posted a photo of you and him at the top of the hour. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart, you know, because you know, he needs to talk to people that can relate to what he's gone through. And frankly, you can relate more than I can because I don't have epilepsy. I just thank you so much, Joe, for coming out and for being a role model for my son. Thank you.
Dom, I could add uplifting music and a positive atmosphere, loving atmosphere will help.
Wonderful. Okay, well, we'll try those things. Thank you. Thank you so much for the telephone call. I want to go to Lois in New Jersey, but I got to take a break. So, Lois, I want you on line 4 to stand by. Please stand by. And when I return on the flip side of this, we're going to go to your call. I see we have Morty in Union County, New Jersey, Roseanne, New Jersey, Joe in Northern New Jersey, and other calls are coming in as we speak. Dominic Carter here with you, 800-848-9222. I'm just going to say this one more time. Mr. 7%, keep it up. I'm about to embarrass you. Keep it up with your crazy callers trying to down this show. Management warned me about, when I took over the slot, management warned me about your jealousy directly. Nobody else was I warned about except for you, Mr. 7%. It is time for a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show, entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, final thoughts of the day. So the woman that was a victim of this guy that reportedly pushed the 76-year-old man to his death down the stairs, She said that she didn't report him because she didn't want to see another black man in jail. Well, ma'am, that's not a valid reason. As a matter of fact, it's almost bigotry when you think about it. The bottom line is who's committing the crimes. I'm not going to say who's committing the crimes. We all know who's committing the crimes. Nobody wants to be honest about that. Oh, no, you can't blame them. Their mother didn't get enough in their welfare check. It's not their fault. It is their fault. You had an obligation to report this guy. They only see strength. With guys like that, you must keep your knee on their neck. It's all they understand. How do you think they got to be the losers that they are? And so, ma'am, with all due respect, you dropped the ball and now somebody's dead. And you got to live with that. Let's go to Louis. Lois, that is, line 4, New Jersey. What's on your mind?
Dominic, I have to tell you, a wonderful, wonderful host. You're so good to all your callers, no matter what direction they come forth to you. It's wonderful how kind you are to all of them. But I also want to tell you, the message you just gave to that woman is a message for everybody, because these people get away with everything and nobody reprimands them. Also, these people that are coming across the border that shouldn't even be here legally, they should also be posted up in all these Republican campaigns and say, this is why this is dead, this many are dead, this many are dead. Just put it right out there. Right out there. As sad it might be, even notify the parents who are doing it, because we have to let people aware of who's dying and why.
Right. I couldn't agree with you more. I just can't believe that that someone would say, "Oh, I didn't want to see another black man in jail." Lois, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. The left has conned people. Go ahead.
I think I want to cringe when people say ridiculous things like that. I don't care if it's a guy with green hair and antlers. It doesn't matter. It's wrong.
Thank you. But the left has brainwashed people so badly that people really believe that, oh, I'm doing wrong by putting another black man in jail, right? I've been to Rikers. I've been to prisons upstate, right? I didn't do it. Yes, you did. Stop lying. You did it. Stop lying to yourself. You're not conning me. Lois, thank you for the amazing call. Something has to give, folks. We've got to reprogram our people. We've got to get back to, you touch that hot fire, you're going to be burned. You're going to jail. You're going to prison upstate. No more. Folks, what's up with this? Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, strike 4, strike 5, strike 6, strike 7. And they become more emboldened in terms of their crime. Don't you get it? You can't social work out of this problem with these losers. Again, I know guys like this. I grew up with them. They think they have all the answers until life slaps them in the face. And then they want to blame every white person in America. It's the white man's fault. I said it. Be honest. It is. And instead of the black community saying, you a fool, you lazy, you didn't do anything with your life, and that's why your life turned it. Instead, it's not your fault. It's the white man's fault. The white man got you in this position. Come on, man. Enough with that nonsense. If Obama can become president, if Oprah can be Oprah, if I can be here on the radio, why can't you make it? Stop lying to yourself. And folks, stop lying to them. You know what? I wanted to go to another call, but I only have about 25 seconds left. So and we got a bunch of calls. I do apologize, folks. I'll be back at midnight. You can call then. But again, 7%, I'm warning you, you better stop. Because if you don't, I'm coming for you. I'm going to bring it directly to your face. I'm warning you to stop. You're not going to take me down. I know you think you are, but you're not, homeboy. You're not that good. And you ain't that smart, and you're quite stupid. Folks, America's heroes need your help now. Do good in their honor by donating $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers, and you can amplify your impact. Go to T2T.org. T, the number 2, T.org. I'm back at midnight.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?